Hi, everybody. I'm Maria, and we are back here with Behind the Big Event. And I am super excited today because I am here with somebody that is in a league of their own. He is not just a chef, he's not just a DJ, but he does these things simultaneously. And I am so excited to welcome him. We have DJCHEF here. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Maria. Good to see you.
Good
It's
to
been
see you.
quite a few years.
Quite a few years.
We met Restaurants for a Cure, the Park Avenue Club, Forum Park, 2009?
Oh,
04?
It was not 04, but
Okay,
it
I
was
don't
more
know.
like 09.
09? Okay.
That was the year that we did that event, Restaurants for a Cure.
yeah,
that
yeah.
was a really unique event and a good time.
That was a great event.
Yeah, yeah.
Harris, what's his Harris was the MC. I stay in touch with him.
You do?
Yeah, he still hosts a lot of events all over the country.
That's awesome. I
yeah,
love that.
Billy Harris.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, he went on to be like this big MC for all like these charity events and stuff.
Very cool. Well, I mean, let's talk about you. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
all right.
you
Let's talk about
have, I mean, you have done everything from corporate events, festivals, you do bachelorette parties. I want to hear about everything. So
Okay.
take us through, tell us about what you do.
And
then we'll talk about all the other things.
You know, a DJ and a chef. You know, I graduated from New York Restaurant School. I worked throughout fine dining circuit in Manhattan. I went on to be the sous chef for Bobby Flay. And then the restaurant business kind of burned me out a little bit. So I found out about corporate dining, which I didn't know there was such a thing, which is Monday to Friday, and you have the weekends free. So, you know, as a chef, you know, we still like work a lot of hours. I don't know, executive. So the bottom line was like the executive had asked me to come and do a dinner party on the weekend. And like after working a week at a corporate, you know, dining facility, you know, I was like, you know, still have that energy because you used to working like 60 hours a week. I said, yeah, no problem. So I got my menus, my knives. I did this dinner party and it just took off. It just kept snowballing. But what I kind of found with dinner parties is just I felt like it needed to be leveled up a little bit.
Okay.
So, you know, I was missing the DJing a little bit. So I just thought to DJ while I was cooking the dinner party, and I created this cooking party. And
So when were you a DJ?
in like high school, you know,
Okay,
doing
got
all
it.
our
Okay, got it. So that was the
local
DJ part.
parties. And then after high school, yeah, I was the big DJ
Yeah.
in my area doing like the bars and stuff. So I created this cooking party, and Food Network calls me. They're like, hey, DJ Chef, we love what you're doing. We want to feature you on the show called What's Hot, What's Cool. It was like all the latest culinary trends in the industry. And they came, they shot one of my parties, and you know, it's like they put their seal of approval on it.
Sure.
And then boom, MTV called. I did the party planning with David Tatiera.
Yes.
That was kind of like the time we did that event.
Yes.
And you know, it just kind of blew up. So what happened was, you know, companies started to call me and say, hey, DJ Chef, you know, we have, you know, the holiday party, or we're doing this trade show, you know, it's going to be 200 people, 500 people, you know, can you come do it? I said yes right away, obviously, but, you know, I had to change the format.
Sure.
So I didn't do a full meal, so I DJ'd the event like a normal DJ would DJ, but I'm serving up a little tasting. So I kind of leveled up like the club DJ kind of thing at these big events, and made it more refined, a little more interesting and unique by cooking at the same time.
Okay.
So I bring all the vibes right there.
Okay, so I mean, two of the
Yeah.
most important things at any party
Yeah.
is the food and the music,
Yes.
right? So, okay, so take me through this.
Okay.
A client calls you, they want you to be part of their entertainment for a holiday party.
Okay.
What does that look like?
Real simply, you know, I would DJ the event like a regular DJ would DJ the event. But I think for holiday parties, you know, they have like their main food. It's at a caterer. So I would do like an appetizer for like that first hospitality hour.
Okay.
So they come in, you know, they see me DJing, but then boom, I'm serving up this cool tasting. And, you know, right off of the bat, it engages people.
Sure.
And, you know, it makes it a little more memorable, like I said, just than the typical DJ.
Right.
Or like, you know, the chef station that you have at these events too.
Yeah.
It totally like vibes it up. you
Yeah.
know?
I mean,
So,
it's important to know that you are culinary trained.
Yeah, yeah.
And you come from the food world
Yes.
and almost like the music is like a bonus.
Yeah, the food is not like I'm not serving it out of a chafing dish. You will
Sure.
never see a chafing dish on my
No.
station.
No,
So
no.
I'll do something that, you know, have a hot plate. You know, you can have open flame, obviously. You know, that's a
Sure.
thing, you know, in catering, we know that. So have a nice hot plate. And I do stuff that cooks quick, like shrimp, you know, and have the components already done. You know, the base of the dish, my sauces, squeeze bottles, you know, nice delivery system. I just found these bamboo boats that I use. I found these nice square, clear cups that I use. And then I have levels too. Like, so I'll have like glass block or a nice podium and, you know, give you some levels to it.
Sure.
And at my station, I have fitted tablecloths with the branding on it. And I blow like, you know, LED lights underneath it that change slowly. So I'm giving you all the vibes.
That's very cool.
You know, as an event planner, you know, I've dealt with a lot of event planners like yourself.
Sure.
You know, you always want to deliver something unique and different to the clients. So I'm the guy.
You're the guy. Okay, so you don't just do, you know, personal parties. You also do corporate things or trade shows.
Yes.
So take us through, like, what is that kind of experience like?
Yeah, so that holiday party is kind of like the corporate format for the most part, you know, where there's other things going on and, you know, I'm playing an entertainment role, I'm DJing, cooking up a tasting. So now I do a lot of trade shows and food festivals where there might be a little stage set up, you know, I'm kind of like that environment. So for like the stage show, I DJ the event same way. I just did New England Appliance Group's food expo up in Rhode Island.
Okay.
So and it was just me. So they had like a 6-foot, 8-foot stage. I was DJing the event. I guess they were in sessions throughout the day. And then we came in for like hospitality break. You know, they had bars on each side. I was DJing, getting everybody pumped up, and I call a volunteer up on the stage with me. And I have, you know, a couple of fun cooking routines, I call them.
Yeah.
You know, which not only engages the people, also, you know, adds a lot of entertainment value. It includes them. And, you know, it was just over the top fun and something like they've never seen before. And
Yeah, I feel like
very happy.
that's, you know, when I go to your Instagram or I see your videos, it's always like over the top energy. It's not just,
That's it.
It's the whole show.
Yeah, and that's kind of the X factor is, you know, I get excited. I feed off the energy of the guests. So,
Sure.
you know, you could have a DJ, a chef, you know, just doing their thing, but I think the way the real magic happens is the energy that you project.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, I'm excited to be here and, you know, I give it my all if it's like, you know, I just did a kids party yesterday in the Hamptons, or if it's like, you know, a corporate event for 1,000 people, it's still the
Sure.
same energy.
Yeah. And I want people to know, you know, how do they find you? And like, if they're thinking about different kinds of entertainment, like I want them to understand, like, what are the boxes that you can fill?
I have like a detailed booking form. That's really where I want people to go on my website, DJCHEF.com. I used to be on like BizBash, you know, BizBash disbanded. You know, I think I've seen you there over the years too. Always met all my event planners there, and you know, people I see a couple times a year, and you know, I would meet them there. So I found the Event Planner Expo, which I'm going to be at.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay.
And another long-time event planner, Erica Moore, you know.
Yeah.
She's been around Emerge Media.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's her event, you know. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, something just hit me up, BizBash. It was like a memory that came up. I'm like, I missed that. And then the Event Planner Expo, I really didn't look into it. I don't know why, but I did, and I signed on to do it this year. And I'm also on Party Slate.
Okay.
Have you seen Party Slate? It's like a whole event world there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I got
whole-
a profile on there, all my
Very cool.
videos and photos and stuff. So I'm hoping that'll, you know, engage some new event planners.
Yeah.
You know, new event planners coming around every year, you know, and I think after the pandemic, some people left the field. So, you know, you have to reintroduce yourself, I found. You know, I
Sure.
think everybody knows me. I've been doing this for a while, but
Absolutely.
you know, you get the new guard in. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's all fresh on Party Slate. And, you know, I'll have my presentation at the Event Planner Expo.
Very cool.
In
Are
Manhattan.
you speaking or are you?
Oh, I'm doing my thing,
You're
like
just
BizBash.
doing your thing.
Do you remember
Yes.
BizBash? I had my
Yeah,
own
I mean,
little
it has been a minute
10
since I've
by
been to
10,
that.
and I was, you know, keeping the vibes going, serving up the tastings, you know, talking to people. It was,
Sure.
I mean, it was good.
Sure. Give us an idea of, you know, what's the perfect client situation?
For me, the perfect client is just someone who's looking to level up their event,
Okay.
and that's what I want to bring, It's not just the, like I said, typical DJ, typical, routine that they do, or, just a regular private chef that might be cooking and serving. It was good food, but it wasn't memorable. I'm here to make memories, you know what I mean? I'm here to like give you the wow factor, I want this to go over the top. And like, I'm at the point where, I don't know, if it didn't go over the top, I'm not really happy. I mean, the client might be happy, guest might be happy, but for me, I just want, like, it's a Super Bowl every event,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
We gotta
some
win.
of your I've seen some of your footage, and it is
Yeah.
definitely over the top.
Yeah.
So people have to check that out
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, no one ever accused me of not knowing how to have a good time. So-
Exactly. And then tell us, because I know you do a lot with the Jets.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we've always done tailgate events over the years.
Sure.
And I did the Jetman tailgate, which recently disbanded, which was fun, for the fans. But then, like 10 years ago, I started working with Marty Lyons Foundation, which is, all the Jets I kind of grew up with, Marty Lyons himself, New York Stock Exchange. And, I'm DJing for his celebrity golf outing, which happens every July. And it's great, once again, doing my things for the guests.
So it's a great opportunity for entertainment, even for like a charity event.
Yeah. Well, I do a lot of
Yeah.
charity events. I have a little niche thing with all the golf outings. I do so after they're done golfing all day, they'll have like a cocktail hour before like the program.
Yeah.
And that's all me.
I
I'm
love
DJing,
that.
I'm serving the tastings, Dr. Dre and,
That's very cool.
Johnny Damon, these like Hall of Fame athletes,
Yeah.
So it's perfect for that. And I've worked with American Heart Association, Go Red. That whole month I do a couple of different events. Just off the top of my head, I'm drawing a blank.
I'm sure there's so many of them that you could just name them forever.
Yeah. But yeah, I do work with a lot of charity events,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like the same format, for like big events where, I'm DJing, serving up a tasting, and we're also, helping a cause,
Yes.
So that's always great.
Absolutely. And that's always important.
Yeah.
So if guests want to find you, where are they finding you?
You can find me at my website, DJCHEF.com. And then on social media, the party's happening every day at DJ Chef Rocks. Instagram is really active, TikTok, Facebook page, DJ Chef. I believe it's at DJ Chef Rocks as well. I'm on
Amazing.
LinkedIn too.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
We can find you everywhere.
Yeah.
I
that's it.
love that. So what's your next event?
What's my next event? So this is where the crossover happens. So I did a bachelorette party in the Hamptons, and brides come from all over the country to go to Hampton. So
Sure.
this group was from Minnesota.
Wow.
And yeah, we just had a great time. The mom had planned it.
Okay.
And the mom was there. She was having a good time with us. Followed me on Instagram, and then she called me to do a corporate event for her business. So I'm driving to Minnesota this week.
No way.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it's a 12-hour drive. I have a client in Michigan that I did the NYI Food Truck Festival for,
Yeah.
which we stayed in touch. I've done 2 or 3 events for her in that area, Northwest Indiana. I'm stopping to see her on the way.
That's so
I'm
great.
staying with her. She has a food truck and a couple other businesses. She's going to feed me. So I'm going to meet with my client there and then heading to Minnesota. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, can't make that up.
So it's not like you're just here, you're everywhere.
Yeah.
You could be anywhere.
Corporate events I do nationally. I did an event for PayPal, Laguna Beach, for their group. It was a 2-day event. I did a number of events for them. A hot and spicy food festival in Toronto. BMW Beverly Hills holiday party. So yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All the things.
That's it.
Fantastic.
That's it.
Well, I'm so glad you were here today.
Yeah, it was good to catch up with
And
you.
I cannot wait to see you at the next event
Let's go.
because you literally take it to the next level.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
We need another restaurants for the cure. We got to bring that
okay.
back.
Well, let's just keep
Hip
that to
event.
ourselves.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, no, we'll see. We'll
Okay.
see. But
It's a lot of work, I know.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
So thank you. Tell our guests one more time where they can catch you.
All right. Check me out at DJ Chef Rocks on social media and head to my website, DJCHEF.com. We're cooking up the beats and the eats.
Thank you so much.